Like, if you also don't want.
Yes, well done. The same thing.
Yeah, Facebook. After me, Facebook send the link to me too.
With the same Achimota school, your reagents
That's it?
are barium hydroxide and acetic acid.
So, Facebook link to me.
Your reagents are barium hydroxide and acetic filters.
The product form
Your reagents are barium hydroxide and acetic filters.
I think that's what I mean.
all that
Uniform.
start with
Meeting. I'm possible to listen.
Did they make it? No. All right. Let me hold on to the answers. I'll tell you in a moment. With the same preamble, Achimota School, P has coordinates 1, 4, and Q has coordinates 0, -4. Walter?
B is equal to -2. D is equal to -4. A is equal to a fraction. That's 1/3. And C is equal to 1.
That's incorrect. For bonus. Okay, I'm holding on to your answer. With the same preamble, Opoku Ware School, P has coordinates 0, -5, and Q has coordinates 1, 7. Yes, Dante.
Okay, C is equal to -5 and A is equal to -1. B is equal to +3. And then D is equal to 1.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. All right. Let me first tell you about my marking scheme before I tell you the answers. You see that I was asking for 4 values. If you got 1 correct, no mark. If you got 2, you got 1 mark. If you got 3, you got 2 marks. And if you got all 4, then you would have the full marks. That was a marking scheme. So now let me tell you your answers. Presbyterian boys, A is 1, B is 3, C is 0, and D is 3. Achimota School, A is -4, B is 0, C is 12, and D is -4. Opoku Ware School, A is -6, B is 18, C is 0, and D is -5. Trust me, by next year, our contestants will know what to do with a question like this. All right. Next set. 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Explain the following with respect to the levels of taxonomy corresponding with the 3 periods of taxonomy. Did you get your preamble? One more time. Explain the term I will give you with respect to the levels of taxonomy corresponding with the 3 periods of taxonomy. All right, so Presbyterian boys, alpha taxonomy. Selinam.
Okay, so alpha taxonomy refers to a form of taxonomy in which organisms are grouped based on their ancestral species from which they evolved and the relationships between these ancestral species from which they evolved and how these ancestral species undergo evolution to develop into new different species that are distinct from the ancestral species originally.
That's incorrect for bonus. Okay, I'm holding on to your answer. Achimota School, beta taxonomy. Yes, Bakita.
Beta taxonomy has to do with the mode of classification or arrangement of organisms into groups based on Carolus Linnaeus' 2 system of classification.
That's incorrect for bonus. Okay, I'm holding on to your answer as well. Opoku Ware School, gamma taxonomy. Yes, Stephen.
Gamma taxonomy is the form of taxonomy that deals with the classification of organisms based on their ancestral linkages, that is their clades and their 4 ancestors.
No, I'm not giving it. Okay. So we have 3 periods of taxonomy, right? The alpha taxonomy, that is the level of taxonomy by which the species are characterized and named. And that is actually what Achimota was talking about. You know, the 2 name system, the Linnaeus, that is alpha. Okay? So characterization and naming, that is alpha taxonomy. So beta taxonomy has to do with the level of taxonomy by which the arrangement of species in their natural system of categories are made. So you can now have lower categories, higher categories, and so on, right? That's a beta. And then for you, Opoku Ware, the gamma. This is the level of taxonomy which deals with the intra-specific variations and then for you, evolutionary sequence. And this also the level of taxonomy which deals with the causal interpretation of organic diversity. And so it's the study of speciation and evolution. Okay? So you see, these are the levels of taxonomy. We learn something new every day. All right. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. I think you'll enjoy this one. All right. So preamble to all schools. Some astrophysical instruments are named for scientists who live. Please, did you get your preamble? One more time. Okay. Some astrophysical instruments are named for scientists who who made significant contributions to our understanding of nature. Give the full name of the indicated instrument and state the principal spectral region or regions in which it operates. Okay, so your instrument, Presbyterian boys, JWST. Yes, Patty.
Okay, so this is the James Webb Space Telescope, and the region within which it operates is the ultraviolet region, the visible light region, and the infrared region.
2. Of course, you are right, it's the James Webb Space Telescope, and the region is just infrared. That's it. Okay. Achimota School with the same preamble. HST. Yes, Bakita.
The full name, the Hubble Space Telescope, and it operates in the visible spectral region. The visible light spectral region.
2. Of course, you are right, it's the Hubble Space Telescope, and it operates in the ultraviolet, in the visible, and the near infrared. Okay. Opoku Ware School, same preamble, FGST. Steven?
The Fitzgerald Space Telescope, and it measures within the infrared spectral vision, the visible light spectral vision, and the ultraviolet spectral region.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope, and it operates in the gamma ray region. Gamma ray. All right, next set. This actually is one of those questions where I move around gathering right answers. So when I get to your school, kindly provide me with a right answer to the question which I'm going to read out, so that I can move on for the next right answer, different from what has already been said. I hope that's fine. Okay, so this is the question. An important product can be formed from the reaction of two reagents, A and B. One of these reagents is to be added in excess. Please give and explain only one major reason that will generally justify the selection of one reagent over the other as the reagent in excess. Again, all right. So an important product can be formed from the reaction of two reagents. The two reagents are A and B. One of the reagents is to be added in excess. You are to give and explain only one major reason that would generally justify the selection of the one reagent over the other reagent as a reagent in excess. So Presbyterian boys, first choice. Your reason. Yes.
Okay, so the reagents that should be used in excess should be relatively cheaper than that will be used in, that should be in a limited amount. And this is because if the more expensive reagent is used in excess, a lot more amount of money will be pumped into letting the reaction take place. And so the cheaper one is kept in excess so that a smaller amount of money is spent in keeping the reaction proceeding.
All right. Achimota School. Yes, Walter.